We are officially in the fourth month of the year 2025, and I was just approved for my third credit card, being the CITI AAdvantage Platinum Select MasterCard. And in this video, we're going to talk about why I chose this credit card over all the other elevated offers at this time, as well as how Citi just derailed my credit card roadmap and not in a good way. But before we hop into that content, guys, feel free to smash that subscribe button as it directly supports my channel and I release credit card content here on YouTube weekly. If you're unaware, American Airlines has some of the most valuable credit card currency in the entire credit card game. But the biggest issue with this statement is that none of the major credit card ecosystems have American Airlines as a direct transfer partner. While you are able to book American Airlines flights through partners such as British Airways and Alaska Airlines, it does lack some availability for specific flights that you need to book, which has initially compelled me to apply for this credit card, is the sign up offer. And at the time of filming this video, there's an active 75,000 American Airlines points when you spend $3,500 in the first 90 days. If we're going to go off of the TPG valuation for these specific credit card currencies, they value each of your American Airlines points at about 1.65 cents for every point, meaning that this 75,000 point offer is worth upwards of $1,200 when you redeem it for flights. Now, as a standalone earner, the American Airlines Platinum credit card is not the best in my opinion. It's going to get you 2x in restaurants, gas, as well as American Airlines purchases, and then every other miscellaneous expense is going to get you a 1x back in American Airlines points. To me, there are many credit cards that do trump this kind of multiplier, but again, if you are a kind of avid American Airlines travel, then these points are going to get more and more value when you start to redeem them for points and miles and flights. Now, where this credit card begins to shine and where the annual fee is easily erased is with its checked bag credit for everyone on the singular reservation. Now, American Airlines has fixed costs for their checked in bags. If you are flying domestically, it's going to have a $35 charge if you purchase it online or $40 in person, and vice versa for international flight. It's going to be $40 online and $45 in person. So on a round trip, if you are traveling alone, you are going to save around $70. So with two flights, you are easily washing away the annual fee. And if you're flying with a player two, like I always do, this singular benefit will wash away the annual fee. But my major problem is, guys, I'm not going to lie to you, I hate checking in my bags. I don't like other people having possession of my property. I know it's a little trust issue, but I'd rather have it in my overhead airport bin than having it checked in under the plane. This way, I know when the plane deboards, I have my luggage and I can go on to my destination. But if you are a family or a traveler with a player two, this is where you're going to capture that major value. Now that we understand the basis of the credit card, I am not someone that likes to stockpile credit card points. I am very much part of Team Earn and Burn. So I already have these points spent before I even achieve the sign up bonus. Because later this year in October, I do have a wedding in the Dominican Republic, and it's not flying into the primary airport. I'm flying into one of the kind of smaller airports because that's closer to the wedding venue. And whenever you're doing that, the flight cost usually is on the higher end. So for both me and my wife, it's not a very expensive flight. For a round trip for both of us, it's around $1,000 to $1,200, depending on which airport we choose on. But instead of spending $1,200, I rather have a substantially reduced cost and pay for it in credit card points, just with a singular sign-up bonus. And that's where this credit card comes in, because American Airlines has a direct flight to and from MIA Airport, and it is covered solely with this singular sign-up bonus. So this is a no-brainer for me. Now, the aspect of this card that made it a no-brainer application for me, aside from the value of the currency and sign-up bonus, was its annual fee. If you're unaware, the American Airlines Advantage card waives the annual fee for the first 365 days, and then subsequently in year 2 and beyond, you have to pay $99 every single year. But as we spoke about in the previous part of the video, this annual fee is easily justifiable if you fly at least 1 to 2 times and check in one bag. This will lower your effective annual fee down to zero and make this a no-brainer card for the future. But my plan was quite different, and this is where Citi kind of threw a monkey wrench into my credit card roadmap and changed the entire plan going forward. If you're unaware, one of the superpowers of the Citi ecosystem is that specifically with their co-branded credit cards like the American Airlines, if you choose to product change this credit card, you can actually downgrade it to any of these Citi issued credit cards. This is crazy when we take into consideration other issuers like Chase, Let's say you wanted to downgrade your Chase Sapphire Preferred, you would only be able to do so to one of the Freedom credit cards or one of the no annual fee Ultimate Reward earning cards. You're unable to turn it to a card like, let's say, the IHG or another one of the Marriott credit cards. This is not true for Citi. So, my initial plan, since I have zero footprint in the Citi ecosystem, my whole plan was to get this credit card in order to get this flight for free. So, I don't have to spend any money out of pocket. And then on year two, when they charged me my first annual fee, I was going to downgrade it to a no annual fee credit card like the Citi Double or Custom Cash. This is a great starting point, and all I will be losing out is on the sign up bonus for those credit cards, which are on the lower end, like $200, which I am totally fine with. So then I not only get the 75,000 American Airlines points, I would then have kind of the building block of the Citi ecosystem in the double or custom cash, which would be amazing. But recently, as of last week before I was filming this video, Citi actually changed this rule. They threw a monkey wrench into my credit card roadmap. And as of now, and reported by Doctor of Credit, which is an extremely accurate credit card news source, that people are starting to report data points that they are trying to do this same strategy. And Citi is not allowing them to exchange outside of that, let's say, American Airlines ecosystem. So if I'm going to go through with this plan and I want to bypass the no annual fee aspect, I'm going to have to downgrade to the $0 annual fee American Airlines card. So I will not be able to branch out and, let's say, switch it to a custom or double cash. Another issue to my roadmap that arises from this is that prior to this changing, I would only utilize one hard inquiry, thus only one spot on my Chase 524, not only on the American Airlines credit card, but also what I was going to product change. Because as we know, when we product change a credit card, that is not necessarily inquired as a hard inquiry. So I would not only capitalize on the sign up bonus from the American Airlines, but when it's product change, I can then enjoy the benefits of the $0 annual fee Citi credit card that I was going to choose. And then after solidifying that in my credit card roadmap, I would then start establishing a more concrete setup with things like the Citi Strata Premier and all of these other integral parts of the Citi ecosystem. But since that has changed, guys, I'm definitely going to need to kind of sit down and reorganize my Citi roadmap. But definitely still, one of the biggest kind of things on my roadmap for the year 2025 is to break into that Citi currency and just kind of diversify my credit card points. Well, guys, as you can see, while I did lose in the aspect of my strategy, I still win in the long run because I'm not only going to get that $1,200 flight to the Dominican Republic for me and my wife for free, but I'm still going to have this $0 annual fee for my CITI AAdvantage Platinum Select MasterCard. Not only that, for the entire year, any flight I do take, anyone on my reservation, including myself, will get that first check bag in free. But I'm not going to lie to you guys, after the first year, I do not see myself renewing, and I will more than likely downgrade to the $0 annual fee. But in the credit card game, guys, anything can change. For all we know, down the line, maybe the rule does revert. But for right now, I have in my mind that I will be downgrading this to the $0 annual fee CITI AAdvantage credit card. That's going to conclude this video, guys. If you enjoyed this type of content, feel free to smash that subscribe button as it directly supports my channel. And if you want an American Express related video, I'll have one right here for you.